I got my BSI on. She has her BSI on. And poor Annie has been in a motorcycle accident, and we need to remove the helmet. So the first thing we want to do is hold head stabilization. Her head is stabilized, so I'm going to check pulse, motor, and sensory functions in each of the extremities. So I'm checking for the pulse, asking her to squeeze my hands, and what finger do I have? What finger do I have? We'll also move down to the legs. Always removing the shoes, checking for the pulses, wiggling the toes. Which toe do I have? Which toe do I have? So, now that the pulse, motor, and sensory functions are intact and we have a good baseline, I'm going to go ahead and remove the chin strap. Now, in an emergent situation, you just want to cut through this. But for this demonstration, we're going to nicely remove the strap. So now that that's clear, I want to just double check and make sure she's not wearing any glasses, because it makes removing the helmet a little more difficult. We're good? So I'm going to go ahead and take over stabilization. One hand goes behind the neck, and one hand goes and holds on to the patient's jaw. And I'm going to go ahead and tell my partner I have stabilization, and she can move her hands to the inside of the helmet and pull apart on the inside as she removes the helmet. Okay, so the helmet is removed, and she's going to take over head stabilization, and we're going to move the patient's head down to a neutral position. And I can go ahead and let go because she's holding stabilization. Next, we have to apply a collar. I'm going to measure to make sure I have the correct size, which I like this size. It's not a small. And I'm going to start applying the collar. Okay, so the collar looks like it's fitting pretty well, and patient's not having any respiratory distress with it, so we're good. Our next step is to move the patient to a backboard. We'll log roll her onto her side, then onto the backboard, strap her in, and then recheck for pulse, motor, and sensory functions. And that is how you remove a motorcycle helmet.